first. This video was recorded by TikTok user VampireChick03, and in the following she's getting ready to perform one of her TikTok choreographies that she had practiced. It was pretty late that night and nobody was around when she was recording the following incident. It appears that something from the outside wanted to take a closer look at her. Or what else could it be? Have you seen it? Let's take a closer look at that window. Some people say they can see a face, and then there's that ominous handprint. Is it a spirit? People speculate that it could be a being from another world. Maybe it was just CGI, but it is pretty intriguing. Can almost make out facial features as well, I find. What is your opinion? Adrian has sent the next video, which he stumbled across a couple of months ago. The story goes that the young boy in the video was setting up his game console and he wanted to record a short clip about it. The second he gets distracted though, his cell phone can capture an odd thing. There seems to be an ominous shadow figure with a relatively small statue standing in front of the sofa. As far as I can tell, there was nobody else in the room at the time. Does anybody of you have some info about it? It certainly looks a bit creepy, I'd say, doesn't it? This is a video from William Nillas, and it's called Girls on the Steps. The next clip has been sent to me by G Morals, and she tells me that her 10-year-old son was recording a TikTok video in which he lifts up his little sister by the end of the recording. It is important to note that his sister was right next to him during the whole video. G Morals states that she freaked out a bit because she couldn't explain the shape flying by. Her son said that no one else was around and that the door to his room was shut as well. Turns out that they have moved to this house around 2 months ago and that the previous owner had passed away. Could it be related? Now let's look at that a bit closer. Frame by frame, I'd say it looks like an apparition of a female, with shoulder-long brown hair. Unfortunately, it's too blurry to say for sure, but it appears that she also shows some facial features. What do you think? Is it paranormal? Or something that could be easily explained? The next recording was filmed by a property owner.
And I think there's a squatter in this house.
Who had an ongoing renovation in one of his new houses.
I think he's in here. Hello?
He was sure that there was an intruder around since apparently he could hear several bangs and even saw a dark figure through one of the windows. For his own safety, he decided to record the whole situation on video as well. I also hope he had something to defend himself with, since you never know what or who could enter your house nowadays.
Hello?
He checks several rooms of the house, but finds nothing. At some point, there are some unusual sounds, which are the reason for him to check this specific area.
Hello?
What then unfolded could still not be explained to him up until this day. I've shed my pants. An invisible force even seems to tamper with his camera after he ran out of the property. The next video is going semi-viral this week, and it had been posted by TikTok user Rubik's Cube. He was performing a dance in the living room of the family home, and of course it needs to be said that nobody was in the house, or upstairs for that matter, but still, something from the first floor seems to take a peek at Rubik's as he's performing downstairs. To me, it looks like a really pale face with recognizable eyes and dark hair. One could say almost like a young boy. What do you see? It's always hard to say if these videos could be legit. Whatever the case with that one, it's a terrifying thought, finding something like that on your recording, isn't it? Today he talks about some other eerie events that have transpired over the last couple of years in his home, in which he has documented on his phone.
We had just had renovations done on our house. I made this video. It was probably about a 5-minute long video of me just touring my house to show my grandparents who were living away at the time. I recorded it and sent it, and then nothing really became of it. In 2015, I was going through some old files on my computer and I came across the video. I noticed there was something strange about it, so I took it and I uploaded it to YouTube to show my friends, and I think one of my friends maybe posted it on Reddit or something, but it didn't get any attention, you know. And this is what the house looks like today. We did renovate again. My Instagram and YouTube are both linked in my bio.
Now let's back up here. When Rubik's is showing the house on the first tour he has recorded, there seems to be an eerie shadow person standing behind the curtain in one of the rooms. And when he takes a second look, it's mysteriously gone. Pretty creepy encounter. And I don't see any obvious cuts in the footage, which begs the question, what was it exactly? The same entity that we saw peeking down the stairs, perhaps? Rubik's also likes to stream to his audience, and after all these incidents, he decided to go live from the basement one night. and at a certain point he went upstairs to prepare some food. So there should have been nobody around in the basement at the time. Yet there seems to be an unexplained shadow reflection on the wall, and Rubik stated that he could never find out what exactly has caused that. This clip has been screen grabbed by one of his live viewers, who was also participating at the live chat that night. What do you guys think? Could Rubik's place really be haunted by a spirit? Or is it all just a hoax? Let's see how his situation further develops. The following video was sent by Alex, and he tells me that he found it on another channel. Apparently, the man in the clip was recording a short video in which he talks about a game that he has sold to somebody else. While he is going into detail about this deal, his camera can capture somebody else in the apartment. At least that is what the viewers believe. Let's take a look.
Se lo compré en 200, me parece, no, 50, no me acuerdo ya ni cuánto me costó porque, pues, se fue hace como 2 semanas o 3. Y luego, pues, con todo esto.
Did you see it? Let's take a second look.
Las veces que, pues, se fue hace como 2 semanas o 3. Y luego, pues, con todo esto que ya ni podemos salir.
It appears that somebody is standing in the dark hallway, turned towards the young man with the camera. The question is, could it be anything mysterious? Maybe just a friend who was playing a prank for his viewers. Whatever it is, it appears to be female, with long dark hair. You decide. Rick has forwarded me the following video from the Philippines. It was found on no one's channel, and it features a group of friends who were on a nightly ghost investigation in an abandoned house. And apparently they came across a terrifying person that was not part of the group at the time. Or was it maybe even something else? And yes, apparently there were also orbs.
Pare yun oh, parang wala na. Huwag na natin ito sabi na doon parang may duwende oh.
Wow, that lady sounds like a cat, doesn't she? The group could capture a pale woman with long dark hair. It is even said that in this area of the country, they believe in a vampire-like mythical creature. I'm not necessarily convinced that this is what we're looking at here, but whatever that person wanted from them, it freaked them out pretty good. How strange.